Welcome back to the Williams family. This is Larry, and
Yashe.
we're back with another one of our little podcasts. We're going to get better at this as time goes on. We're kind of moving around a little bit to find a better location to set up our stuff and talk about it. And today we had a pretty good experience. We went out. We went to John's Incredible Pizza. We hung out a little bit, played some games.
You
and
got 600 tickets.
she won 600 tickets at the little machine. What was that machine thing?
It was like to build the blocks.
Yeah, Bill, you have to like stack the blocks on one on top of the other, and you get 200 tickets. And we did that 3 times. So yeah, that was pretty fun. But today's topic, we're going to talk about other people's kids, meaning you're in a relationship and the person that you're in a relationship with already has children. What do you do? How you handle it? And some subtopics. We're going to talk about women having kids early. Does it make you a better person, or does it slow you down, and things to that nature? So, situation. You're in, not situation, but relationship that you're in. Actually, that we have. I'll just use us as an example. I've always wanted a relationship with a woman that didn't have any children already. But the thing I guess it was just the ones that I picked. They're kind of psycho, like cut your guts out and freeze them, that kind of that kind of stuff.
That's psycho.
But we meet a woman or a man with kids. Sometimes they're a little more reserved and a little bit more serious about a relationship. They don't want nobody wasting their time. They're about their business. They're about their children. It's either you're gonna put up or shut up. So, what do you do when when the person that you're in a relationship with does not like your kids, or is selfish and don't want you to have kids by anybody else? Like they don't want you around the baby mama. They don't want you around the baby daddy. They don't want none of that. Just get mad and all little. I don't know. What would you do? What if you do? If I was like that?
I'm gonna be honest.
What?
The relationship before Larry, I had a guy like that. This is when my son Bryson was a baby. He didn't like. Okay, everybody know when you newborns, they cry like, they don't know what they're crying for. So this particular person would get up when my baby was crying. He'd get mad, and he'd go play basketball, and he wouldn't come back till like late at night until I gotta go to work. And he kept doing that, so that kind of made me kind of weary. And so, long story short, I couldn't be with that person because he did some other things. But for two, I felt like he didn't. My child was getting on his nerve. If that even make any sense. And I can't be with nobody who don't like my kids. That's dumb.
So like you couldn't stand the crying, like babies
Yeah.
crying.
So for me, I can't be with nobody who don't approve of my kids because, for one, I come with a packet. So when you date me, you dating my kids too.
And that's one thing that I had to accept. It was like, okay, she has 2 babies. This is from my experience from day one.
Did you know I had any kids when we started talking?
I don't think I did. I don't think I even knew you did. You didn't tell me till later. I'm joking. You did tell me.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
But okay, from my experience, I want to tell you from day one, this is with us here. For guys that are listening to this, put your listening ears on. You might go through the same thing, or you might know someone that's in the same realm I'm about to talk about. I'm a single guy. I'm liking her, right? And I found out she has 2 kids. I have to make a choice. Am I gonna be with her and accept the 2 kids, or I'm gonna, stay single or keep trying to find whatever it is that I want? For me, I took the chance. I'm like, okay, she has 2 kids. Thankfully, they were small. I think Barbara was like
6, 7. I think he was like 6.
I think it was like 6 months.
But I want to add this in before you start. Even though I did have kids, I'm not the type of person, like, even if I, like, when we decided to talk, I even told him like I'm not the type of person that's gonna push my kids on him. You get what I'm saying? Like I felt like we was friends first, and then
Mhm.
like I didn't want to like when we started being friends. I didn't want to be like push my kids on him. Like he gradually, um,
I gravitated toward him. I don't know.
yeah, I didn't
This is
have
the thing I
to.
have with kids. I just
I didn't
gravitate.
have
Like,
to like on the first time we started talking. I wasn't not like, huh. This your stepson or huh this my son. It was nothing like that.
oh no,
Like he
I'm not playing
he
daddy right off the
gained a
bat.
relationship with them. I didn't have to throw my kids at him.
This is true. Like, and one, I did not try to play no daddy right off the bat. No,
Mm-mm.
no. I didn't even have no father in my life. I'm gonna play daddy for somebody else. Ain't about to work. And two, I'm glad what she did. She did her best. What made me stay even longer, that she did her best to keep the other guys like way out of it. It's like, I don't want to deal with them. I don't want them in my relationship. I don't want nothing, no problems at all. And she made a vigilant effort to do that. That's why I had stayed. Because if she was still texting him and trying to see what's up with him, I would not have. I would have been gone like ASAP. Because some women are prone to get back with their baby daddy, and some
He
guys,
always asks me,
yeah.
"Are you gonna get back with them?" Heck, no, I ain't gonna get
But
back.
some people are prone to do that. You be
I
dating
know. I
them,
don't
and
know
everything's
why
cool,
females
and they
think
get right
that
back.
just because they have a baby by their kid's father that they have to be with them. You don't have to do nothing.
Right. So back to what I was saying. Like for me, okay, a single guy got a woman now, and she has two kids. Do I accept them or do I not accept them? I chose to accept them and grow with them. Right, he was 6 months old, and Nudie was
3,
3.
turning
He
4.
was 3. Yeah, it was like June, something like that.
Yeah, we start talking March 9th, you know.
I mean, you got all the dates.
And then we officially got together May 5th. He asked me out at 12 o'clock on Cinco de Mayo.
God.
But Duties was 3
He was 3
turning
years
4. Because his birthday is September 30th. So he
And
was
I've
3
been
turning 4.
I've been in their lives ever since. I have not left. I have not did anything but try to help you raise them and teach them everything that I know. And I stayed in his benefited them and it's benefiting me to get that experience, that fatherly experience, because they look up to me for answers, and like different things. They look at me fixing stuff. They look at me doing all that, everything. So they got a male figure to look at, and that's something I didn't have. And it's like cool to be able to provide that to them, everything that I didn't have. So that's the part that I like. You know what I mean? But for the guys out there, like looking into getting a woman that does have a kid, just be mindful. Like she said, you gotta accept her and the child. Don't be bouncing in and out because she already had that already. And men and women that have children already don't play that. It's like, you're gonna be here or you not, because times are ticking. I got doctor's appointments to go to. I gotta go grocery shopping. like what is it gonna be? What you gonna do? Now, as a subtopic, I had asked you this earlier. I didn't really get an answer from you. Do kids make people slow down? I mean, no. Let me rephrase that. Do you, like, people with this mentality? Do you advise people that think they're doing too much just to go out and just have a kid because they think it'll make them mature and they think it'll make them slow down?
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say I wouldn't advise them because I can't tell them what to do. But coming from my experience, yes, I did plan my first child.
You
Did
planned her?
I planned my
You were in
my
high
son.
school and
I was graduating.
you're graduating and you planned to have a kid. What
Yes,
what
I
were you
did.
thinking?
I don't know. I was young and dumb. Put it like that.
Wow.
But
Jesus.
let me tell you, when I did have my son, it taught me a lot only because like you're asking would it slow you down?
Yeah.
Me, I was never. I'm not a clubber.
Not the fast type.
I'm not the like. I mean, I had boyfriends and stuff like that, but I'm not like a clubber. Go out and party, stuff like that.
I was just
That's
about to
not
ask
who
you
I
that.
am. No, no, that was not. I was not.
Can
that
you watch my
person.
baby while I go to the club?
No.
Shoot, I get
I
my
was-
groove on.
I was not never that person.
No. Okay.
I mean, say if my cousin them told me to come with them somewhere, then maybe I'll go. But other than that, I wouldn't go to the club. I'm not that because guess what? I'm scary. I don't want to get shot. I'm staying my butt at home. But anyway,
Wow.
for me, what my first child did for me, this is what I could say about my first child. I left my mama's house when I was 17, only because something happened. Okay, I left my mom's house when I was 17, and I went to go stay with my son's father and their family. Something had happened where I had to leave. Me and my son almost, like literally, almost slept outside, and I had to literally beg one of my sisters, now baby daddy, parents to if I can like stay a couple of nights over there. So I always tell Larry this. Ever since that happened to me, I feel like my mind had to change only because you don't want to never feel like you letting yourself down and then you have another person. So it's like you letting yourself down and that baby. So for me, now I feel like my mentality is different because I never in my life want to go back to feeling homeless, sleeping in hotels. Like it, I just felt like I felt like I had to change because I had a son now, and I didn't want to let my son down. I always wanted my son to have. A lot of parents might say this, so y'all probably have heard this. Like, I want my kids to have everything I didn't have when I was younger. So that's how my mind is now. Like, I want both of my sons, even my future kids, I want them to have everything I didn't have. I don't want them to want for anything. You know, I don't want them to be homeless. So I feel like for me, my mind had to change because I didn't want to feel or even go through like about to sleep outside again because that is not a good feeling.
Man, goodness. You said future kids.
We about to have 2 more, y'all. So I'm just gonna plug that in there.
I want twins, actually.
Yeah, I don't know why, cause
Yeah, I want twins. And twins run in my family, actually.
yeah, I know his dad is a twin, and then
dad-
his brother have like 2 sets of twins, and then
Yeah.
a set of triplets. Like, God damn.
Hey, man. They run strong in the blood, yo. Watch, blood. We'll let you know what happens. You keep following the channel, you'll eventually see. But yeah, so you're saying having your first son made you slow down a lot, but you had a mature mind. From what I was hearing, you had a mature mind
It
to
never
know.
slowed down because I was never out there. You know, it just matured.
Just mature.
And
You had a
I-
mature mind
I
for a young
promise
lady
you,
like
a
that.
lot of people to this day, like, a lot of people to this day still tell me, like, oh, I'm so proud of you because the woman you used to be, you grew so much. I mean, I still have my little days, you know, when I was like 17, 18, 19, but now I'm still getting from people like, oh, I'm so proud of you. You know, you deserve to be happy and stuff like that. So I know I changed.
Man, okay, I see you.
I'm just
Good.
saying.
All right. Oh, I'm giving you a pat on the back. Pat on the back. Good job for pat on the back for change. I ain't one of those things you press to like.
Okay,
Drop
let me ask
Drop a
you-
clues bomb for
let-
change.
Okay, let me ask you this.
What?
Okay, you used to think in your mind like you would never be with a woman who had
Nope.
kids.
Never.
Okay, so what made you talk to me when, even though you said you would never talk to somebody that would have kids?
Oh man, this was a different one. For one, I want something different, a lot different. Coming from what I was coming from. Like, I'm not gonna tell you the story now. We'll say that for another segment or whatever, because it's a
Hold
long
on, I'll
one.
be back, y'all.
It's a long one. We're actually here. I'm gonna say this is live, so we're here at our house, and we got the kids are back there. I'm just screaming. So this is real life stuff here. So we apologize for that. We'll get better with it.
Yeah.
We just gotta keep it real. This is keeping it 100, not
Okay.
100. It's 100.
Okay, so what happened?
So yeah, I wanted something different. I was like, okay, since the single ladies aren't working out, I'm a single lady with a child. Let's try this and see how this goes. And almost 2.5, 3 years later, we're still moving. I proposed to her, and yeah, so it's still going strong. It's just something
And I
different.
just
It's just
wanna-
something different.
I just want to say this to all the females who thought we wasn't gonna make it. Booyah, mother truckers!
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm gonna tell you because when we first got together,
Oh my lord. That
Everybody
was
kept-
not necessary.
it was for me. Everybody kept telling me, "Y'all not gonna make it. He not gonna accept your kids." Guess
Oh,
what?
Man.
He almost my husband.
Man. Out. Boom. Like, you want some water for the burn?
I'm just saying.
Jesus. Well, I guess I could say that because what happened was that I was married before. It wasn't for long. It was only for like 4 months. It was a disaster. And this is for, please listen to me. This is for those who've been married and are afraid to try to marry again. Please listen, okay? I was married before. It was 4 months. I got cheated on, blah, blah, blah. Okay. From that, we had a conversation the other night. I was telling her, when you are dating somebody, you get engaged, you get married to someone, and then that marriage falls apart, however it does a lot of damage to the person, to actually both individuals. If one of them cheats on you, if you just get tired of each other or whatever it is, it does some mental, emotional, even physical damage to a person. And they'll be more afraid to get in a relationship and even more afraid to even think about marriage again. And that's how it was for me for the past 3 years almost. Because when that happened, I was like, you know what? I'm cool. I just want to stay single for the rest of my life. I don't want to deal with nobody. I ain't got to hear nobody. I live by myself. I got a good job, car, air. I can do whatever I want. But in that, you always have an empty space within yourself. Even the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone, and there's a reason with that's in there, and a reason because that I think when you're alone for a long time, like the devil will make some work for you. Like you can get into some serious stuff. You can get thoughts in your head. You can be a person that you were never meant to be. You can have like evil thoughts and be like a sexual predator, or there's like all kind of stuff that can come within yourself. Even people even commit suicide after a while of being lonely all the time. You don't want to deal with nobody, so now you're lonely. Now you're feeling depressed. Now you're sad. Now you're this, that, and that. And I couldn't live like that. So like after the whole situation happened, I was like, you know what, God, send me somebody that's gonna, have my back and all this, and I actually got what I needed, not what I wanted. But I got what I needed, but it's making me a better man and making me a better person. And the same for her, it's making her a better woman and a better mother to the kids, and like all kinds of stuff. Everything just benefit. Everything worked out for the good. You know what I mean? So, so if you got hurt in a marriage, do not be afraid to do it again. Just be more cautious. Like for myself, I had to have a wall up to protect my feelings. You know what I mean? Because like that, but I didn't blame her for nothing like that. I just had to have a wall up, be cautious. Like, okay, I do not want to go through that again. Meaning the court visits, filling out papers, doing the subpoena or whatever is it called. You got to serve the person. You got to look at them. It's like you do not want to go through that. It cost me $435 to even start the process.
He paid it though.
I paid it right on the spot. I was like, 400 what? I'll pay it twice. I don't bet. Here's the card. Just swipe it now. Chip it, whatever it is. Well, I'll pay it quickly, but yeah. So if you're afraid to try it again, you are not alone. You're not alone, and that's perfectly fine. Just don't stay that way. You can stay moping around. Stay feeling sorry because this didn't work or that didn't work out, and you wish this and you wish that. You have to keep moving forward. You cannot stop at all. Like that, this is real talk. So
And I want to plug this in. We kind of did get off topic, but we're gonna. I promise we're gonna go back. But I want to say this too. Don't think that he didn't try. He did try, but you can't try. I feel like you cannot try with a person who's not trying to try back. You know that just keep want to keep cheating and cheating and cheating and cheating. So don't think he didn't try because, like he said in one of our previous videos, we both go to church. So he was trying to do everything right, you know.
oh, that okay. Hold on. That's just my big thing. Like I try to do all the necessary steps that the Bible say. I'm not gonna be perfect in them, but I sure as heck did try. Okay, and when you get cheated, like when you have expectations, like you say your vows in church in front of all the people at the altar before God, and that gets broken, that is like some serious. That was like you a vow is something serious. It carries a lot of weight. So you're saying to me, you're gonna to honor me, obey, cherish me, sickness and health, racial rapport. You're saying all of that, and then you have your own personal vows on top of that that you tell me, and you break all of that up. Yes, it's gonna damage you. Yes, you're gonna be mad. I'm gonna stay mad. I was gonna do me. I'm gonna do me, boo boo. I'm gonna keep on doing me,
It took
boo
a
boo.
lot of prayer, boy. I'm gonna tell you, it took a lot of prayer.
Oh man, it was terrible, but you know I forgave her and all that kind of stuff. But I just know I ain't gonna do that again at all. You know what I mean? So I just want to encourage you, if you're listening or watching or whatever, to not stay stuck in the same place. Get rid of all the what ifs and just go do. If you want to tackle that relationship, go after it. You
Take
know
a
what I
leap
mean?
of faith.
Just take a leap of faith. You know, stay prayed up. You know, I'm always go back to God. Even if you're a Jehovah's Witness, you're a Mormon, you're a Buddhist, if you believe in spaceships or whatever, I don't care. I'm gonna always refer back to God that you pray on it, cause He is real. I'm gonna tell you, and it's gonna help you out. And I don't care if you're an atheist. Listen, whatever, if you don't believe in God, you will one day. I ain't trying to find out if hell is hot or not.
I ain't either.
You know what I mean? It's already hot enough. If it was 108 degrees today, I ain't trying to feel that for like all eternity. I would not. Cool. I'm cool. But anyway, back to the subject with the kids with the whole kid thing. Um, for me, helping Shay raise these two boys has been the most wonderful experience. I'm getting to see duties. I've been there since he first went to school. That was great.
Yes.
He said he wasn't scared. I know he was. He was in transitional kindergarten. TK is what they call it. And that was a special moment for me. Now he's in kindergarten. Then you can see him in first grade. It's like watching him grow. Then bye. He's going to go to transitional kindergarten soon. And it's like, man, I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
right there.
And
What?
I
Miss
want,
me.
That's
boy.
what I want to say to Larry on camera.
I'm listening.
Like, I mean, I always tell him I appreciate him, but I really want to tell him for in front of everybody, like, I really do appreciate him because this year I wasn't able to take my son to kindergarten only because of my job. And when I need something or if I can't be there, I know I can count on Larry. Like, he took him to school and, like, even, like, he get them dressed when I have to go because I have to leave the house very, very early. He get them ready for breakfast, everything. And even last year, like, I missed most of my son's field trips. I only got to be able to go to one, which was the
It was a pumpkin
patch.
Yeah, that was fun.
Everything else, I couldn't do it. But when I asked Larry, he didn't give me no lip. He said he wanted to be there. So I wanted to tell you that I love you and that I thank you for always being there for Duties and Bri Bri.
Oh,
And I
dang.
know you're gonna be there for Bri Bri too. When he go to school, you probably gonna better leave him because he's gonna be like, and I'm on my dada.
Yeah.
So
That boy, he literally be attached to my leg. Like he won't. He'll grab my entire leg. I got your leg.
yeah.
It will not let go. Like, you want to go outside? You want to go over here?
And
No, I want to
it
stay
got
with
to
you.
the
No, I want to stay
point-
with you.
It got to the point where they don't even tell me good. They tell me good morning, but they'd be like, "We're Larry, really?"
They used to call me on the phone and wake me up. That was my alarm clock.
Yeah, they used to.
Even when Baba couldn't talk very much, he would
They
call. He
used
would
to.
call me, and just be breathing.
Yeah, they
Like,
used to.
I know who that is, but yeah. So it's been great. It's been a wonderful experience, and I think our next topic on the next podcast, what I want to talk about is money, being broke.
And let me
That's
add
gonna
this
be on the
in
next
too.
one. So be
I-
sure to check that one
I
out.
want to add this in too. I feel like also when you have a good relationship with like how we got a good relationship, I didn't have to force Larry on my kids, and I didn't have to force my kids on Larry. Like in the beginning, well, Bri he saw Larry since not birth, but like when he started
I don't know,
getting
just
his
developing.
brain,
I guess
yeah.
it was
He,
6
that's who
months in.
he is. Who he saw first. So that's why he called him Dada. And now since Larry's been there, it got even more. He got even more closer. So that's why he called Larry Dada. And then even for Duties, like Duties at first,
I got something
I'm not
to say,
gonna
too.
lie. Duties at first, he used to always be like, "Oh, my dad is this and my dad is that." But now I'm not trying to. I'm not here to bash nobody, like, cause I don't even care about the two baby daddies I have. Like, I'm just honest. I'm not here to bash nobody. My son now, he'll tell you, he'd be like, "No, my dad is Larry." We was even at church one time, and somebody was like, "Your dad is Won't Even Won't," and he was like, and he got mad, and he was like, "No." He came to me, and he was like, "Mom, they said my dad is Won't Even Won't." No, that's not my dad. My dad is Larry. So
Oh, yeah,
he know who his
so
let me tell you,
mad.
he know who his how you say it?
Biological.
Biological dad is, but he also say that Larry is his real dad. So from that being said, I didn't have to push my kids to be like, "No, call him dad. This is your dad."
Yeah,
I
was
didn't
gonna-
have
I
to
was
do
gonna say
that.
that.
I did not have to. I didn't have to do that. Larry took his time out, spent time with them, taught them things, took them places. Like even when, like I don't know. I remember I went somewhere and Larry had took them like to the park, just to spend time with them, to show them that he cared for them. Like took them to get shoes, clothes. I forgot where I was at. Larry in duty sending me pictures of new shoes and
yeah,
stuff.
man, we
Like
shop.
where am mine at?
Yeah, that's my
But
shopping buddy.
See, I don't have to tell Larry to do that, or I don't have to force my kids to love Larry. They has grown by their relationship that they have gained with him.
Okay. So next podcast, we're gonna talk about money. We're gonna talk about being broke, getting rich, how to get rich, and what what wealth is. And we're not rich, but I have a lot of knowledge.
No, we're
So
not rich.
we're rich in a lot of other things, though. But I know a lot about money and finances and stuff like that. So if you enjoy this little podcast here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, LJTV123, and at Yashay Gage. And we will see you next time.
Peace.
You